There's no denying that being told your child has a life-limiting condition can be a very traumatic experience for any family. The journey to birth that the family embarks on can sometimes be stressful and difficult. However, with the help of perinatal hospice, this can also be one of the most joyous, rewarding and positive experiences for the entire family. Carmen and her husband Danny were told their baby had trisomy 18 or Edwards syndrome, but with the help of good perinatal hospice services, went on to have a wonderfully joyous and life-changing experience as they prepared to welcome their son Pablo into the world.
At the 13th week of pregnancy, I did a blood prenatal test, and then we knew that Pablo has trisomy 18. So at first we got shocked, all our dreams, our plans broken. We started reading lots of articles about the pathology, and we wonder how our little baby could have so terrible disease. At that time we stopped reading about the disease and start thinking about how we can love him more. 1 month before the date of birth, we talked about a doctor called Ana Martín-Ancel, a neonatology who has experience in Perinatal Hospice Care, and she gives us excellent recommendations. He lived for 2.5 days, and he was a really sweet little child. Every day we remember him. He's always in our lives and always in our hearts. We had an excellent perinatal hospice care, and we had a very, very human care also. And even now we are in touch with nurses and the doctor, because we live together a marvelous experience. To other parents who are in a similar situation, I encourage them to go against the flow. The situation, certainly, it's hard, but as a mother, as a father, to accept a child with a grave disease, giving to him love, taking care of him is bittersweet. I recommend to those parents to receive hospice care, and also there are a lot of associations where you can meet other parents who have similar situations and can give you their support and share their experiences. In the time that we can choose, we will choose Pablo again, not a healthy child, because he's our child and he has given to us infinity things.
When we deal with the birth of babies with life-limiting condition, obviously it's a very dramatic situation. However, at the moment of the birth of the baby and the few minutes or hours after that, we really see that moment as a celebration, and inexplicably there is a big moment of joy and beauty all the time. The reason of this, there are several reasons. One is that's why it's so important for us to work through the pregnancy. The pregnancy is a preparation that culminates in that moment, because this is their life. And so everybody looks, parents and us, at the moment of the birth as the moment of celebration. There is a party, the birthday party, really. And it's very well prepared just for that reason. When I go to conferences, I show pictures taken at the moment of the birth of the baby, and if I don't say these are babies treated with comfort care, nobody would ever think about that, because everybody's joyous, everybody's smiling. It's the moment of life, and when there is life, there is joy. In different situations with different families, different races, conditions, social, cultural environment, whatever, is really a beautiful moment. And it sounds funny saying that, but that's what it is.
Everyone lives those so special moments in a very different way, but it is my experience that most of them feel at the same time a very bitter moment and a very sweet moment. Like there's a great pain and at the same time a huge joy to know the baby and to embrace him or her. So it is all together, and as time passes, it remains overall like the gratefulness for having had that baby. The most recent story that I had, it was a baby with anencephaly, and the diagnosis was done very early in the pregnancy, and it was not done here in our hospital. And when I got to meet that mother, I was very impressed because she would tell me that when she told her obstetrician that she would continue with the pregnancy, that she wanted to be with her baby, she was told that that pregnancy won't be followed up in the hospital, and she had to go to primary care. And then finally she arrived here, and she was so happy to be followed, and in a sense that everybody would know that her baby was important, and how special was this pregnancy for her. And then I was not here in the hospital when the baby was born. I arrived when the baby was almost dying, and again the family was so peaceful, grateful for this baby. And it is a kind of thing that you wouldn't never imagine, that having a baby that dies is like, it's kind of shock initially, so difficult, but it's also a moment in which many people kind of discover a different way of being parents. And also many of them have told me that they have started to love their other kids in a different way, that they have discovered what the life of the other kids is about in a more profound sense.
I think that if other parents who find themselves in situations like Sarah and I found ourselves were given the opportunity to explore these ideas and they were presented with information regarding comfort care for their babies, I think that we would see a lot more of these children being born. I think one of the things that we both agreed on is that it was a much more natural process for us to meet Hannah, to see her, and the ultimate reality for us was that Hannah wasn't going to live, but by being given this information, we had every opportunity to experience everything and anything with Hannah, and even though her life was short.
We would never take it back.
Never.
We would never take it back. We loved her so much, and we still do. And that day was, like I said, it was so sad, but it was also so joyful, and it was so full of love. Our families say the same thing. So I think having a comfort care program, being more out there for people to know about, I think that's so important.
Absolutely.
Like everyone really that we came into contact with was just, I tell them now, like, I know that day was sad, but it was so full of love that, and I have them to thank for that, because I know that every person that touched Hannah loved her.
Yep.
And that just, when you only have one day with your child, that just means the world. That everyone that holds her loved her.
No family who went through the comfort care of their baby in our program ever regret the decision. On the contrary, I'm always so impressed, struck by the fact that the parents thank us so much. And every time I'm thinking, why they thank us? We are neonatologists. We're supposed to save baby's life. And in this case, yes, we provide comfort care, we provide comfort and support, but we didn't save life. Regardless, these parents are so grateful. I even asked the family, but why you thank me? And this mother told me, you gave us the possibility to be mother and father. That's not a small thing.